Hello guys! Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the heart-wrenching developments surrounding Bill Spencer on The Bold and the Beautiful, as the drama unfolds in the upcoming episodes for the week of July 7th to 11th. Viewers are in for a roller coaster of emotions as Bill grapples with a mistake so profound that it threatens to haunt him forever. This isn't just another misstep in the tumultuous life of the powerful Spencer patriarch. It's a life-altering regret that cuts deeper than any business deal gone wrong or romantic entanglement. Let's dive into the layers of this gripping storyline, explore the shocking events teased in the spoilers, and ponder the true nature of Bill's greatest remorse. With new details and insights to paint a fuller picture of this captivating saga, the latest preview for The Bold and the Beautiful has set the fandom ablaze with anticipation, hinting at a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. The week begins innocently enough with Liam Spencer, Bill's son, arriving at a local school, perhaps for a routine event or a personal matter. However, the scene takes a harrowing turn as the setting shifts to a hospital, sirens blaring and chaos reigning supreme. Grace, a familiar face in the medical staff, receives urgent updates about a horrific incidental triple homicide stemming from a brutal shooting. The chilling words from an emergency medical technician echo through the corridors, multiple gunshot wounds, as 3 victims are wheeled in on gurneys, their fates hanging in the balance. The tension is palpable. Families and friends, including Bill himself, flood the hospital, their faces etched with dread as they await news. Among the crowd, Bill stands out, not just as a concerned father, but as a man burdened by an unspoken weight, a mistake of his own making that might have led to this very catastrophe. In a heart-to-heart with Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes, 2 steadfast figures in the Los Angeles social circle, Bill bears his soul in a way rarely seen from the usually stoic businessman. His voice trembles with raw emotion as he confesses, "I have no excuses, and I will live with this regret until my last breath." This vulnerable moment is a stark departure from the confident, often ruthless persona Bill projects to the world. It prompts us to peel back the layers of his complex character and ask, what could weigh so heavily on a man who has weathered countless storms? Is this regret tied to the devastating events unfolding at the hospital, or does it stem from a deeper, more personal failure that has festered over time? The possibilities are endless, but the pain in Bill's eyes suggests a wound that may never heal. A decision or oversight that has irrevocably altered the course of his life and the lives of those he loves most. One theory swirling among fans centers on Bill's controversial decision to pardon Luna, a figure whose shadowy presence has cast a long and dangerous shadow over the community. Could this be the root of his torment? Luna, with her enigmatic past and unpredictable nature, was given a second chance by Bill, a decision that many questioned at the time. Now, with the news of a triple homicide and the possibility that Bill's own flesh and blood might be among the victims, the weight of that choice feels like a crushing blow. Imagine the torment of knowing that a leniency once offered in a moment of misguided compassion could have unleashed a monster upon the city. To add another layer of anguish, let's consider the fractured relationship between Bill and Liam before this tragedy struck. Their bond had been tested by bitter arguments and misunderstandings, with Bill once nearly turning his back on his son entirely. If Liam is indeed a victim of Luna's wrath, the memory of those harsh words and lost opportunities for reconciliation could be a scar on Bill's heart, a reminder of time he can never reclaim. Yet, perhaps Bill's regret runs even deeper, tied not to recent events, but to the very foundation of his personal life. Before Luna entered the picture, Bill harbored a desperate dream of reuniting his family. Picture him in quieter moments, gazing at old photographs of happier times with Katie Logan and their son, Will. His longing to rebuild that broken home was palpable. He pleaded with Katie to return, to create a stable life together under one roof for the sake of their child. But Katie, ever attuned to Will's needs and emotions, heard her son's hesitations and chose to protect his peace over Bill's desires. The rejection must have stung, a bitter pill for a man who, despite his wealth and power, craved nothing more than the warmth of family. Now, with both of his sons potentially caught in the crossfire of Luna's destructive path, The ache of that lost dream likely pierces Bill's soul. What if he had fought harder for Katie, prioritized love over ambition, and built a sanctuary for his boys? The what-ifs must swirl in his mind like a relentless storm, each one a reminder of a path not taken, a life not lived. Delving further into Bill's psyche, we can't ignore the role his loneliness played in the choices that led him here. After the collapse of his hopes with Katie, Bill found himself adrift, a man of immense influence yet devoid of true connection. Enter Luna, a figure who, for better or worse, filled a void in his life. But was this connection genuine, or was it a trauma bond forged in moments of shared turmoil? As we piece together the fragments of their relationship, it's clear that Bill's isolation made him vulnerable to alliances that promised solace but delivered chaos. Imagine late-night conversations where Bill confided in Luna, seeking a confidant, only to later realize that every word shared might have been a step toward disaster. If Luna's actions are indeed tied to the bloodshed at the hospital, Bill's regret over letting her into his world over trusting her with his vulnerability could be a burden too heavy to bear. It's a stark lesson in the dangers of seeking comfort in the wrong places, a cautionary tale of how loneliness can drive even the strongest among us into perilous waters. As we await the full reveal of this week's episodes, the question lingers, what is Bill Spencer's greatest regret? Is it the pardon of Luna, a decision that may have unleashed havoc on Los Angeles and endangered his own son? Or does it trace back to the crumbling of his family, the moment he lost Katie and will to a life beyond his reach, leaving him powerless to shield his children from harm? Perhaps it's the culmination of both realization that his personal failures and professional missteps have collided in a perfect storm of tragedy. Picture Bill standing alone in the hospital waiting room, the antiseptic smell mingling with the weight of his thoughts, as he replays every choice, every turning point, wondering where he went wrong. The man who once commanded boardrooms and shaped empires now faces a far greater challenge, coming to terms with the human cost of his decisions. The beauty of The Bold and the Beautiful lies in its ability to weave such intricate emotional tapestries, drawing us into the lives of characters like Bill with stories that mirror our own struggles with regret and redemption. As the events of July 7th to 11th unfold, we invite you to join the conversation. What do you believe is the regret that will define Bill Spencer's legacy? Was it a single act of mercy toward Luna that spiraled out of control, or the slow erosion of the family he held dear? Maybe there's another chapter of his storied past of forgotten betrayal, or a buried secret that holds the key to his pain. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's unravel this mystery together. Stay tuned to B&B Spoilers channel for more updates, insights, and deep dives into the lives of your favorite characters as this heartbreaking story continues to unfold.